It's time for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, it's baseball, the Aquinas Blue Golds and the Holmen Vikings. The KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning at 1025 Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Your comfort is their business. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Cooley region since 1929. Kirchner Custom Builders, for residential and commercial building. Call Kirchner Custom Builders. Pizza Corral, round up the family and head for Pizza Corral in Holmen. Premier Spine Health and Injury on Main Street in Holmen. Get back in the game with Premier Spine Health and Injury. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, ATV, or motorcycle, even your lawnmower. Battery Mart. And Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. Now let's go down to the field with KQEG's Dave Gasper and Jesse Von Ruten.
Right fielder number 28, Evan Kuyak. Designated hitter number 19, Ethan Root. And first baseman number 15, Michael Leo. Starting off at second base, number 24, Bronson Bagneski. The Blue Golds are coached by Scott Bagneski. And now for Holmen Vikings. Starting off at center field, number 11, Kevin Cable. Shortstop, number 17, Rylan Wall. Third base, number 7, Cameron Weber. Designated hitter, number 8, Evan Wall. Right fielder, number 28, Adam Quam. First base, number 4, Logan Stauffer. Catcher, number 3, Brandon Fleury. Left fielder, number 21, Jackson Hughes. And second base, number 2, Mason Palmer. Pitching for today is number 25, Caleb Mattel. The Vikings are coached by Mark Wall. Would you please stand for the playing of our national anthem?
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity Heating and Cooling System.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star Maintenance Program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity Heating and Cooling System.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star Maintenance Program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Play ball, gentlemen.
Do you have levels?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will be at first base, batting 7th, Brandon Fleury. He'll
be the catcher today. Batting 8th, Jackson Hughes. He'll be the left fielder. And batting 9th, Mason Palmer, the second baseman. Caleb Mattel is on the mound for Holmen. He's getting his warm-up pitches in right now. Left-handed pitcher. Getting ready to take on the Aquinas Blue Golds. As we're just about set to get underway here at Viking Field. Going to be Murfeld, Bausch, and Salvadelli to start it off for the Blue Golds. Now, Jesse, this is going to be quite the MVC matchup here as Murfeld, Bausch, and Salvadelli, we saw last week that they're able to help put some runs on the board and get some rallies going against La Crescent, and they're going to have to do the same here today against Caleb Mattel.
Mattel, he really does bring the heat there on the mound. He's a very nice young pitcher, and one of the things that Aquinas really, the biggest thing I think they had an issue with against La Crescent was the fact they found themselves in a hole right away.
Yeah.
And it's coming out of that hole, especially when you only have 7 innings in comparison to 9. Man, that's less and less opportunities every time you're at bat. So if your bats are cold today, but your pitching is off, it might be a very long day for Aquinas.
First pitch of the game from Mattel was inside, and then the second pitch fouled off to the left side down into the street as it goes across the car, trying to pass by.
Most of the ballparks we actually go to, they have kids running out and getting the foul balls. Here at
Holmen,
Holmen, I definitely would ill-advise that.
1-1 is the count to Murfeld. Here comes Mattel, and it's a shot back up the middle towards the shortstop. Makes a nice throw to first base, and Murfeld is out to start the game.
Well, Murfeld definitely was able to get some contact on that ball, just didn't hit it where he wanted to. That was good coverage there by the shortstop, and one quick out right away for Holmen.
Ryland Wall makes a nice pick and a good throw over to Logan Stauffer over there at first base. Now it's going to be Justin Bausch, the starting catcher for Aquinas, up with 1 out. Mattel delivers a strike on the inside corner.
Yeah, I think they kind of caught Bausch a little off there. I mean, usually that first pitch you're going to take no matter what, but that was definitely inside, and I don't think he was expecting it.
That's going to be a ball a little down low, so now it's 1-1. Counts back to even.
Man, what a gorgeous day for a ball game.
Absolutely beautiful. Here comes Mattel. It's a foul ball down the first base side. Out of play. 1-2 is now the count.
And every time we come to Holmen, it is always one of the better facilities that we actually get a chance to go to. This natural bowl that they have. It's lovely. It's quite lovely.
1-2 to Bausch, and it's the high pitch, able to check his swing.
And it's a good thing he checked his swing there, too.
Yeah, that pitch was not close to the strike zone. Bausch able to hold up. Count to 2-2. Mattel ready again. And it's a curveball in there for called strike 3, and Bausch is sent back to the dugout.
You can definitely see the look of disgust on his face there. He got suckered in by that curveball.
Yeah, that ball just hung up there. Just a high curveball just fell into the strike zone right at the end. And now it's going to be up to Jake Salvadelli, the starting pitcher for Aquinas, to try and get a rally going with 2 outs.
Salvadelli was cold last week against La Crescent. Was one of the things we were talking about on the ride up. It went 0 for 3 at one point in that game.
First pitch just a little high and inside. 1-0 is the count. Next pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Salvadelli back to 1-1. But 2-out rallies was really kind of the story of that game against La Crescent, and Aquinas was able to get a couple of them going. Going to need to do so again here in the first. It's going to be foul ball high up along the first base side and out of play over near the batting cages.
Aquinas is definitely getting around on the ball here, but they've only had 1 hit stay inside the ballpark so far.
1-2 is the count on Jake Salvadelli. Mattel going through the windup. Ready again. It's another curveball. This time misses just a bit outside. 2-2.
Salvadelli's smart laying off of that one.
Ready again. And Salvadelli hits a shot right back up the middle past a diving. That's going to be Mason Palmer and into center field. So Salvadelli gets it going with a single.
2-out single here from Salvadelli. That was a tough play there anyhow at second. You had to be right on the money with that dive, and I just missed it by a few inches.
Yeah, just shaded a little bit too far over. Just found the hole, did Salvadelli. And now another shot for a 2-out rally for Aquinas as Jared Everson, the third baseman, is now up at the plate. And it's a foul ball back into the street once again.
You think the property value around the ballpark is actually down a little bit?
I mean, I would definitely be afraid of living in one of these houses right over here. You got to put up like a fence or something, and you got to have maybe insurance for the windows.
Yeah, put up a nice little, just a batting fence,
Yeah, just like a net or something. 0-1 the count to cleanup hitter Jared Everson. Here's a pitch, another curveball, drops down too low. 1-1 now the count.
Yeah, that looked good, just a little too low there.
Two down. Runner on first is pitcher Jake Salvadelli. Jared Everson trying to keep the first inning going here for Aquinas. And it's a swing on an inside pitch. 1-2 now is the count. Just jammed him a little bit with that inside fastball. Very tough to get around on.
Yeah, it's not the type of jam you want.
1-2 to Everson. Salvadelli goes. Throw going down. Is it in time? Yes, it is. Salvadelli thrown out trying to steal second base. Brandon Fleury with the cannon down to second. And that ends the first inning for the Aquinas Blue Golds.
That gives us a time here to take a quick commercial break. And when we return in the bottom of the first, Holmen will be up to bat when we return with the high school game of the week.
At Boyer's, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so. Sofas, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so. Recliners, great. Prices, great. Personalities,
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyer's Furniture.
Please?
Are you thinking of building your dream home or remodeling your current commercial space? Kirshner Custom Builders can help you make your dream become a reality. They build beautiful, dramatic, creative, functional, and efficient buildings, whether it's your dream home or commercial building. Kirshner Custom Builders will coordinate every step of the process, from land purchasing to final landscaping. Visit their website at KirshnerCustomBuilders.com and get a free guide on things you must know when planning to build a custom home or renovate a commercial space. Kirshner Custom Builders, your satisfaction is their guarantee. Are you thinking of building?
Welcome back to the KQEG High School Game of the Week. Jake Salvadelli thrown out trying to steal second base at the top of the first inning. He's now out there on the mound. Pitching for the Aquinas Blue Golds, big right-hander, getting set to face off against Kevin Cable, the leadoff center fielder for the Holmen Vikings. It's a very bold decision of Salvadelli to make that, to attempt that stolen base with 2 outs there in the first, with Everson up at the plate.
Well, you just never know. You know, you got 2 outs. You need runs. You got to be a little aggressive on the base pad sometimes.
First pitch fouled down the third base line. Going to be 0-1 to Kevin Cable.
Cable is senior. He's been in this situation before. Holmen trusts him to lead off. Really want to start the bottom of the first with a couple base runners. And he's making a lot of good contact on that the bat there.
Yeah, looked like a curveball from Salvadelli. Able to turn on it was Cable, just a little bit too early, pulled it down the third base line. Going to be 0-2, and Cable seems to be right on whatever Salvadelli's throwing. And the third pitch is roped out into left center field, and that's going to get down. That's going to get cut off there by the center fielder, and it's going to be a double for Kevin Cable to lead off the bottom of the first inning for Holmen.
Exactly what you want from your leadoff hitter. A standing double there.
Gavin Wetzel able to get in front of it for Aquinas, not able to prevent Cable from getting to second base. Now it's a runner in scoring position for Ryland Wall, the shortstop for Holmen. And Holmen is in business here early on. Wall settling in now against Salvadelli. Pitch comes and it's foul straight back. 0-1 is the count.
I can definitely see why, Aquinas wanted to be aggressive on the base pad once they got a runner with Salvadelli. So right away, you already got a runner on second, no outs, walls up. You're in the heart of the order here.
Definitely a good situation for the Vikings as they look to take an early lead. Salvadelli gets set. And he's ready again. It's a bunt. Salvadelli falls down, bunt straight back to him, makes the throw down to first, and just gets Ryland Wall in time. Salvadelli fell as he delivered the pitch, and the bunt went straight back to him. And was able to pick it up just in time to throw it Wall at first. Now the coach for Aquinas, Coach Bagnevsky, is heading out there trying to check out Salvadelli and see what's happened with the starting pitcher.
Yeah, definitely. That's something you never really want to see from your starting pitcher, is losing his grip on the mound there, and he came tumbling down. And Salvadelli's a big dude. It looked like he landed on his arm, was rubbing it a little bit, and he was very fortunate that that bunt came right back to him.
Yeah.
Because you could have been already in a situation you got runners on the corners.
Yeah, that was a very close play at first, and that was a bunt straight back to him. If that bunt was a little bit better, closer down either one of the baselines, that would have been a bunt single for Ryland Wall. Instead, it's one out for Cameron Weber with a runner on third. And the pitch from Salvadelli is a bit high. Looked like a curveball that just didn't curve.
No, there was no break on that. It was just
And
like
it just seemed so slow, and it looked like it should have been a curveball, but there was just no break to it. 1-0 the count to third baseman Cameron Weber. Salvadelli ready again. It's going to be a fastball low in the dirt. 2-0 is the count. If you're Weber, you got to be looking fastball here. 2-0 count. Just got to find your pitch. Runner on third. Corner of the infield is in. And that's going to be a strike called on the outside corner. 2-1.
Barely got the outside corner on that one.
Salvadelli gets the call. Is right back in this at bat. Third base for Aquinas. Jared Everson is playing it on the grass. Here's the pitch, and it's a ground ball towards the shortstop. Makes the catch, and the throw to first is not in time. It gets past first baseman Michael Liam. But Weber is going to stay at first. He's going to have an RBI single. I think he was there already. He would have beaten the throw. It's going to be an RBI single for Cameron Weber as he brings home Kevin Cable.
That's what you want right there. Is you want to be able to get on base, score that run. Already 1-0 Holmen.
Takes an early lead, and Nevin Wall, the designated hitter, now up at the plate. Pickoff attempt over at first. Weber's back easily. One down here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 lead for Holmen. Salvadelli delivers, and it's going to be a strike just at the knees against Wall. 0-1 now the count. Salvadelli ready again. And delivers, and it's going to be shot over into left field. That's going to be a base hit single. Station to station as Weber goes to second base. And Wall is on with his first hit of the day.
You know, that's one of my favorite David Bowie albums, Station to Station.
2 on now for Adam Quam, the right fielder for Holmen. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Salvadelli ready again. It's going to be a little check swing, just goes down the first base line. Foul. A little excuse me swing from Quam, just barely made contact on that pitch. 0-1 is the count. And Salvadelli rocking the stirrups today. I really like that look. Very classic. Ready again, and it's pitched low in the dirt.
Oh, you don't see a lot of kids doing that.
Yeah. Looks like the shortstop out there, Murfeld, he's also got the stirrups.
Also looks like the scoreboard's not working out there.
Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a ground ball through the hole in the left side of the infield. Here comes Weber. He's coming around to score. And it's a 2-0 lead for the Holmen Vikings as Adam Quam delivers an RBI single. That's 3 straight singles now for the Vikings.
Just solid ball play there from the Holmen Vikings. You don't have to go yard every time you're up at bat. If you can get base runners, you can hit those singles, you can advance them, you can do a lot of damage.
Jack Coleman, left fielder, couldn't field it cleanly. Might have had to play at home plate, but
that would have been a really tough throw.
Tough throw. First pitch to Logan Stauffer is just a bit outside, 1-0. And I'll start it with a double by Kevin Cable, and then 3 straight singles from Cameron Weber, Nevin Wall, and Adam Quam. That's the curveball that just spun out of the hand of Salvadelli.
But it's very nice, though. They do have a makeshift scoreboard over here to our right. It's pretty neat.
Because they know that outfield scoreboard's not going to be working today.
Yeah. Might have been some damage from the previous storm that went through, that thunder snowstorm that we had last week.
Perhaps that's going to be a check swing, and umpire's going to call it a strike. Say he went all the way around. One and 2 to Stauffer. It's going to be a check swing, and it gets past the catcher. Bausch lets it go through, and now both runners will advance, and runners at second and third for Holmen. Wall moves over to third base. Quam moves over to second. Still only 1 down in the bottom of the first.
That puts a lot of pressure on your defense here. You got 2 runners in scoring position. This score could double in a hurry.
Stauffer ready for Salvadelli's pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. And he goes down on strikes. That's going to be a second out of the inning for Holmen. And here comes the catcher, Brandon Fleury, who threw out Salvadelli trying to steal second base in the top half of the inning.
That's what you want if you're Salvadelli. You want to be able to get a strikeout here. 2 outs now. Really helping his own cause.
He's got to work his way out of a mess here early on in this game. And it's going to be a strike call just at the knees against Fleury. 0-1 now. Salvadelli working with a little bit of a faster pace. And it's going to be a ground ball over to the shortstop. Murfeld makes a throw over to first base in time, and that ends the inning. But not after Holmen gets some damage done. They score 2 runs after a double by Kevin Cable and 3 straight singles from Cameron Weber, Nevin Wall, and Adam Quam.
Well, that was a good throw there from Murfeld. You know, it's one of those things where you're waiting for the ball to come to you on that one, and you're like, oh, please don't hit it on the kick. Don't hit it on the kick, you know. He's able to get it. He's able to get that third out. And Aquinas will be coming up to bat here in the top of the second. We'd like to thank one of our sponsors here tonight. Schumacher Kish Funeral Homes have been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and on Alaska. I thank Schumacher Kish for sponsoring the game here today.
Now Caleb Maddle back out there on the mound for his second inning of work. Had a 1-2-3 first inning after Salvadelli. He hit a single but was caught stealing during the at-bat by Jared Everson. So Everson will get a chance to lead off the second inning since his at-bat did not finish in the top half of the first. It's going to be Everson, then Jack Coleman, the left fielder, followed by Gavin Wetzel, the center fielder.
Well, we're going to be here at Holmen the next 2 games that we are covering as well, so make sure you check kqegtv.com for our upcoming baseball schedule. And, of course, if you're watching the game on the stream here tonight, you can always tune in tomorrow night, which will be Wednesday night at 6 p.m. for the broadcast replay.
Caleb Maddle's ready now, and Jared Everson's about to step into the box as we enter the top of the second inning. 2-0 lead for the Holmen Vikings over the Aquinas Blue Golds. Here's the first pitch from Maddle, and it's going to be inside to Everson, 1-0. Now, a big thing here for Caleb Maddle and the Holmen Vikings is putting up a 0 in this inning. After you score a couple runs, take the lead, putting up a 0 that next inning is really key to keeping that mentality. There's another foul ball over the backstop here and into the street with several cars crossing.
Yeah, you know, some of the traffic here is very lucky. They're walking away or driving away with an intact windshield.
You got to have one eye on the road, one eye on the field, seeing if there's a baseball coming towards you. Next pitch from Maddle is down low. Going to be 2-1 the count.
You know, Aquinas finds themselves in a familiar role here, down 2 runs, much like they were against La Crescent.
Next pitch from Maddle is a strike on the outside corner. 2-2.
Oh, wow, that's a bat.
That is a bat.
That is like one of the most random things.
That just flew 5 feet in front of my face.
Yeah.
It is stuck on a wall back here.
This is a very interesting situation we have going on now.
And it's going to be a ground ball foul down the first base line. Everson stays alive.
You know, when you're at a baseball game, you expect to see a lot of bats, but not the mammal variety.
Yeah, that's a different kind of bat than I was expecting.
Yeah.
And Maddle's ready again. Curveball misses low in the dirt. Full count to Jared Everson.
You know, I thought it was a bird at first.
A very small bird.
Very small bird.
But then you look at it, it's like, oh, wait a minute.
No, that's a bat.
Birds normally don't fly that close to us. And it's going to be a fastball shot through the gap on the third base side into left field, and that's going to be a leadoff single for Jared Everson.
That's what you want from your leadoff hitter at the top of the second here, is to get on base. You get an opportunity now, if you're Aquinas, to put some runs on the board.
Fastball on the outside half of the plate. Everson just took it to the opposite field. Nice piece of hitting by him, and now Jack Coleman is up with a chance to try and get some damage done. First pitch from Maddle, swing and a miss by Coleman.
Yeah, you look at the roster here for Aquinas, a lot of juniors, a couple sophomores, a couple seniors. This team's going to be good.
Getting some valuable experience this year. Maddle, next pitch. That's a strike on the inside corner. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, there's actually a ton of seniors on the Holmen squad. These guys have been playing together quite some time. Coach Wall's really got them dialed in today.
That's going to be a foul up along the first base side from Jack Coleman.
So Dave, in high school, you were a pitcher. What was your pitch?
My pitch? Oh, I had a really good changeup. That was my out pitch. It really kind of helped play off my fastball. Next pitch inside there from Maddle. Yeah, I was definitely getting a lot of guys fooled with that changeup. Changeup is by far the most important pitch you can teach anyone learning how to pitch. Now it's going to be a ground ball right back up the middle to shortstop, trying to turn 2, flip to first, not in time as Coleman just beats it out, but Everson is thrown out at second base.
Well, Everson, though, even though he was thrown out there, his slide was able to disrupt the throw there from second to first, and you know, at least it wasn't a double there.
Yeah. Slow grounder would have been hard to turn 2, and with Coleman running, just not able to happen. Now here comes Gavin Wetzel with 1 down, and Jack Coleman on first. First pitch to Wetzel is going to be a strike on the outside corner. Curveball just hit the zone.
You know, I'm still on the lookout for more bats.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case.
After you have the one fly right by, just kind of looking over your shoulder for it. Next pitch from Maddle is going to be on the inside corner. Throw it on down to first, not in time. Coleman's back. Got a little bit of an extra secondary lead there. Fleury makes sure that he stays close.
Stauffer doing a really good job, though, over there at first, though.
Gavin Wetzel ready now for the next pitch. Swings and fouls it back behind the plate. 2 strikes on Wetzel. After Wetzel will be Evan Kuyak, right fielder. Here's the pitch from Maddle, and it's going to be another foul back behind the plate. Staying alive is Wetzel.
That's the name of the game right now, stay alive.
Another great song by the Bee Gees.
It is.
Yeah. Wetzel still has 2 strikes on him.
It's also the name of the sequel to Saturday Night Fever.
And that's going to be a strikeout swinging for Gavin Wetzel. Chased a high fastball. And now there's 2 down in the inning for Evan Kuyak.
Still a runner on first here, 2 outs.
Pitch from Maddles, a strike on the inside corner just at the knees.
How difficult is it for a right-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher?
It's actually a lot easier than a left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher.
Makes sense.
It's foul back out of play as Holmen was attempting to steal second.
I definitely had the hit and run on that one.
Yeah, the difference with the lefty out there is just different arm angle, different places to look, really, because you're so used to looking, out of the right-handed side. Now you got to switch completely over. Just different things for hitter to look at. Maddle delivers again, and it's going to be high.
Does that really trip up a lot of batters?
I mean, it definitely does have an impact for some batters. Some are better at facing lefties than others. It just kind of depends on the person. Maddle ready again for Kuyak, and hit and run on again. Foul ball popped, going to be out of play down the first base line.
Aquinas making plenty of contact on the ball, but everything's sailing foul at this point.
1-2 is the count on Kuyak, right fielder for Aquinas. Trying to get a two-out rally going. Pitch from Maddles, called strike 3 on the outside corner. He goes down looking. That's 3rd strikeout of the day so far for Caleb Maddle and the Holmen Vikings.
All right, and that will take us to the bottom of the second. When we return, Holmen will be up to bat looking to extend their lead. It's 2-0 Holmen in the lead here on the high school game of the week.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen. Premier Spine Health and Injury.
We enter the bottom of the second inning. The Holmen Vikings have a 2-0 lead, and they are up to bat once again. It's going to be Jackson Hughes leading it off, the 8th place hitter for the Holmen Vikings. Going up against Jake Salvadelli out there for his second inning of work. And first pitch is going to be a ball low and outside. 1-0 is the count to Jackson Hughes.
Oh, Salvadelli and the Aquinas defense had a pretty rough first inning there. Holmen almost got through the heart of the order, the whole lineup there. But they were able to clamp down there towards the end. Was able to really kind of stop that bleeding, even though they gave up 2 runs. Their defense seems to be solidifying a little bit here. See if it continues in the second.
1-1 now to Hughes, and he hits a shot way over to left field. That could be back, and it's off the base of the wall. Going to be picked up there in the outfield by Coleman, but it's going to be a leadoff double for Jackson Hughes. He just missed a home run.
Jackson Hughes jacked that one. You know, man, just a little bit more of a breeze. That thing would have been
just
out.
a little bit. There's a breeze coming in behind us a little bit, but it wasn't really there when the ball was up in the air. Just missed a home run, falling at the base of the wall. And now it's going to be Mason Palmer, the 9th place hitter for Holmen, up with a chance to drive in a run. Salvadelli delivers and showing bunt is Palmer, and he gets it down, a beautiful bunt. And Salvadelli throws it over to first, and it's going to be safe at first, and here he comes around to score is Jackson Hughes. He did not stop around third base. The second baseman for Holmen, Begnevsky, he kind of fell making the catch over at first. Palmer was safe and just wasn't able to get up. Hughes did not stop around third, made a home all the way around to score on a bunt single by Mason Palmer.
There was just a lot of confusion there on the Aquinas defense. You know, they thought they had him at first. It looked like there was a little bit of a play, and Hughes just kept on running. Head up play there, 3-0 now.
Did not stop around third, and once he saw Bronson Begnevsky kind of fall down, trying to make the catch and step on first base, at least I believe that was Begnevsky. It might have been Michael Liam, as now it's a check on the runner Palmer over at first, and he's back there in time. Because normally the second baseman covers there on a bunt play.
Yeah, the second baseman came across when the first baseman was coming down the line.
Next pitch down low to Kevin Cable. Back to the top of the order for Holmen.
Cable got on base. First at bat. And a stand-up double.
Foul down over towards the Aquinas dugout.
Three nothing here. Bottom of the second. Holmen in the lead. This hole's going to get pretty
check on the
big
runner
here.
at first.
This hole could get pretty big here quickly for Aquinas.
Caleb Maddle was able to keep Aquinas off the board during the top half of the second inning, and now looking to continue to add to their lead. Showing bunt again is Cable, and he bunts it foul.
I just took an odd hop there on the
Took
dirt.
a hop and it went back up and hit him while he was still in the box, which makes it a foul ball. Playing a lot of small ball here is the Holmen Vikings. It's their third bunt attempt already. They've had 2 successful ones so far. First one by Ryland Wall, last one by Mason Palmer, who's on first base. Another check on Palmer at first. He's back there in time. Salvadelli's team's really worried over there about Palmer. He had the speed to get down the line on that bunt single.
Yeah, Palmer definitely has the wheels. He's getting himself a nice lead there at first.
Cable had a double his first time up. Digs in there again against Salvadelli. Salvadelli steps off.
And we're going to have a visit to the mound here.
Yeah, Justin Bausch, catcher, heading out there. Also Jared Everson, third baseman, coming in also to join the meeting on the mound. Giving him a chance to catch his breath. Salvadelli seems maybe a little rattled here early, giving up 3 runs. Cable digs in again. It's going to be a pitch way outside from Salvadelli. 2-2 is the count on Cable.
That might have been on design there.
Maybe a little pitch out?
Yeah.
Yeah. They definitely do seem worried about Mason Palmer over there on first base. Next pitch is hit high over into left field. It's looking like it's foul. Going to stay in play, but just not going to be caught by Jack Coleman, the left fielder, unable to get over there in time. And Cable stays alive for another pitch.
And that thing dropped dangerously close to the warning track on that fence as well. And maybe Coleman was just like, you know, I don't want to run into the fence today.
It's a tough ball to track, and still 2-2 on Cable. Looking to continue to add some more damage here in the bottom of the second inning.
It's a nice overcast day here, too.
Salvadelli ready again. And the pitch, and it's going to be a ground ball over towards the shortstop. Murphy makes a flip over to second. It's going to be in time. Not going to get Cable at first. But they get the lead runner. And there's one out in the inning for Ryland Wall. Wall last time up had a sacrifice bunt to get Cable over to third base, who was then scored by Cameron Weber, the next hitter. Wall digs in. First pitch is ball down low in the dirt.
And Salvadelli's already thrown a lot of pitches in this game.
Yeah, he has definitely had to work through these first 1 and 1/3 innings so far. In trouble once again here in the second. Here's a pitch, and Cable's going to be running. The throw down to second is not in time. Gets into center field. Cable's going to stay at second base.
Not in time and off the mark as well.
Yeah, just a little bit short. Unable to catch it was Bronson Bagnevsky. And it's a successful stolen base for Kevin Cable.
Cable's got the wheels. He'll use them.
Now runner in scoring position for Ryland Wall. Pitch from Salvadelli down in the dirt once again, blocked by Bausch. Two 2-0 to Wall. Wall digs in there. Salvadelli finally gets the sign that he wants. And the pitch, it's going to be a strike on the outside corner. 2-1 now to Ryland Wall.
Oh, good pitch there. He really needed to get a strike in.
Got to work his way back in the count. Shakes off his catcher a couple times. Now has the sign he wants. And he delivers, and it's going to be a fly ball down the right field line, and it's hooking and just foul past a diving Evan Kuyak trying to make the play, unable to come up with it. And luckily for Aquinas, it landed in foul territory.
Yeah, that definitely would have scored Cable from second. And Kuyak, he hustled over there, almost made the play as well, but still missed time to catch.
Just a little out of his reach. And Wall is back again on 2-2 count against Jake Salvadelli. Delivers, and it's going to be a ground ball towards first base. And Salvadelli covering at first. He gets there in time. And that's the second out of the inning.
Salvadelli really had to hustle there from the pitcher's mound and get the first. That was a tough out there.
Gets a throw from Michael Liam. Got there just in time.
Brings up Cameron Weber now.
Weber's first time up had a single to score Kevin Cable. He's looking to do so again right here in the second inning. Salvadelli ready and delivers another pitch low in the dirt. It gets past Bausch. Here comes Cable to the plate, and he's going to score easily. And it's going to be a 4-0 lead for Holmen.
Just a wild pitch there from Salvadelli, and he's unable to get it out of the dirt. Cable heads up. Basically almost walk right into home.
So now Weber with the bases loaded, 2 out, or bases empty, 2 outs.
Well, they're definitely loaded with dirt right now.
It's called strike on Weber.
Yeah, the Holmen base runners have been busy.
Yeah. 4 runs already on the day, and that's going to be a shot over into right field. That's going to fall just over the head of Bagnevsky, and that's going to be another single for Cameron Weber.
Just a nice little hit right between second and right. Dropped in, single. Can't beat that.
Right into no man's land between Bagnevsky and Evan Kuyak.
Brings up Nevin Wall.
Wall also with a single his first time up, the designated hitter today for Holmen. Pitch from Salvadelli, swung on and missed, gets past Bausch, and Weber is going to move on to second base.
Just smart there from Bausch, not even attempting to throw it down the second. Looked like he was more disgusted with himself for not actually catching that one.
Yeah, tried to block it, keep it in front of him, couldn't, and it squirted out to the side. Far enough away for Weber to advance. Now Wall has man in scoring position, and that's a strike on the outside corner. 2 strikes now on designated hitter Nevin Wall. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. 4-0 lead for Holmen. Salvadelli ready again. And it's a curveball, got him, swung on and missed. And that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. But not after Holmen adds in a little bit more damage, scoring 2 more runs in the bottom half of the second. It's a 4-0 lead for Holmen over Aquinas.
It gives us a moment here to talk about one of our sponsors to tonight's game, at Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, providing thoughtful services for over 90 years. Now with 2 locations, Caledonia Street and West Avenue, before the game ends tonight. You know, Dave and me will choose players of the game, sponsored by Blaschke Funeral Home, for both Aquinas and Holmen. Stay tuned, coming up later in today's game. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, always a good sponsor of high school athletics here on KQEG. Speaking of high school athletics here on KQEG, make sure you tune in tomorrow night at 5:30 as Terry Erickson brings you another episode of 7 Rivers Sports.
Ooh.
Yeah, this week I believe Terry has Matt Thornton on from Jay Buckley's baseball tours. Talking a little bit of youth baseball, plus what can you expect from this year's tours as well. Have you ever had actually an opportunity to even look at some of the tours they actually do at Jay Buckley's?
I have not, no.
Oh man, some really good tours.
Yeah. Sure, Terry's always going to get the good stuff for his shows.
Well, he does his homework.
He does.
He's got enough connections.
He does. Gotta love Terry Erickson.
Oh, man, it was one of those things where he was away on vacation for a month in Arizona for spring training. And he basically somehow, some way finagled 8 tapings before he left. He's a hard-working guy, that Terry Erickson.
It's now the top of the 3rd inning, and Aquinas is going to try and get something going. Swung on and missed there for Ethan Roop, the designated hitter. He's getting his first chance to bat today against Caleb Maddle, left-hander on the mound for Holmen. He's ready again and delivers a pitch low in the dirt. Going to be 1-1 to Ethan Roop. Roop will be followed by Michael Liam, first baseman, and then back to the top of the order in Brandon Murfeld. Next pitch is swung on and missed by Roop. 1-2 is now the count. Maddle ready again. And delivers, and it's going to be a foul ball back over the Holmen dugout, out of play.
You know, Holmen finding themselves up 4-0 here at the top of the 3rd. You know, this is a really tough hole here for Aquinas. You need to get base runners on the pad this inning. You need to score a couple runs because opportunities are going to be few and far between once we get past the 3rd here.
They've already dug themselves into a big hole. It's going to be hard to get out of, and it's going to be a drop 3rd strike. And Roop's going to run down to first, but gets thrown out by the catcher, Brandon Fleury. It's called strike 3 on Roop. And now the 9th place hitter, Michael Liam, up at the plate. Liam is just a freshman, I believe, up here playing in the starting lineup at first base for Aquinas.
Well, Coach Bagnefsky definitely has a lot of faith in his freshmen here.
First pitch is a called strike on Liam. Ready again is Maddle. Another called strike on the outside corner. Already down 0-2 is Liam.
There's that lefty-lefty matchup we were talking about.
And he finally takes bat off his shoulder and swings and misses against Maddle, and that's going to be another strikeout for Maddle. That is his 5th so far today, and the first time through the order. So through 9 hitters, Maddle has 5 strikeouts, and now we're back to the top of the order in Brandon Murfeld. Curveball misses outside. 1-0 to Murfeld.
Maddle really dialed in today.
Yeah, he definitely has been pitching well. He's been all around the zone. Really getting to these Aquinas hitters. Another called strike. 1-1 to Murfeld.
He's looking to make quick work here of Aquinas, top of the 3rd.
Back in the first inning, Murfeld grounded out to short. Next pitch is low and outside. 2-2. If Murfeld gets on, it'll be Justin Bausch to follow him. Maddle ready again. Just missed a bit low.
Good vision there from Murfeld, not even taking a swing at that one.
Full count to the leadoff man, Brandon Murfeld. And just misses the zone. And that's going to be a walk for Murfeld.
Really patient at bat there from Murfeld, able to get himself on base. And it's what you want if you're Aquinas here. 2 outs, you got a base runner, Bausch coming up.
First walk of the day allowed by Caleb Maddle. Now an opportunity here for a 2-out rally for Aquinas.
How often as a starting pitcher in high school baseball, you can almost go 3 full innings without giving up your first walk?
Not that often.
Yeah.
First pitch is high and outside to Bausch. Maddle ready again. And Murfeld's going to run. Brandon Fleury has the throw down, and is it in time? No. The throw got there, but I don't think the tag was applied, and that's going to be a stolen base for Murfeld as he now gets in a scoring position for Bausch.
It was a good throw, just a little bit off. Murfeld was on the gas coming off at first there. Good slide, get in second.
I believe that was Ryland Wall trying to make the play over there at second. I don't think he was able to get the tag on him. So Murfeld gets in there. Bausch now is man in scoring position. And it's going to be a shot back up the middle past the glove of Maddle. And it goes into center field. Here comes a throw to the plate. It's going to be cut off. Murfeld's going to score. And it's going to be an RBI single from Justin Bausch.
Bausch getting the single here with 2 outs at the top of the 3rd.
Big 2-out rally. Something that Aquinas really needed, as it's now 4-1 Holmen lead. And Jake Salvadelli up at the plate. He got a base hit his first time up. And as a starting pitcher for Aquinas, he's going to be looking to help himself here and continue this 2-out rally. Maddle ready again. Curveball just missed on the inside corner.
That was smart to cut it off, too, instead of throwing it back home there to try to get Murfeld out. You keep that runner on first instead of allowing him to advance to second.
And it did not look like they were going to get Murfeld at the plate. That's going to be called strike 3. Check on down the runner at first. Not in time.
So definitely some life here in Aquinas. Finding themselves down 3 runs now.
Those 2-out rallies that we talked about earlier, they were able to get those rallies against the Crescent. Not enough, as they ended up falling 8-5, but they showed the ability to, and now we're going to get a late time call here from the home plate umpire as Maddle is about to deliver. That was a very late call by the home plate umpire. I believe that was Salvadelli asking for time. 1-1 is still the count.
It looked like it was one of those things where he asked for time in the middle of the windup.
Maddle ready again. Pitch fouled on back off the umpire's face mask.
That's why you wear a mask.
Yeah. You've seen the Brewers games the past couple series? Like 3 of the last 6 games, the home plate umpire has been taken out of the game because of a baseball straight to the face mask.
Yeesh.
First 2 were from foul balls, and then the one last night was just a pitch that crossed up Yasmani Grandal, just completely missed his glove, just 94-mile-an-hour fastball straight to the dome.
Man. Imagine you're standing there, you're calling the game, and you're watching this ball come right at you,
trusting that the catcher's going to catch it, and he doesn't. And it's another curveball. It's going to be hit down the third base line, just foul. Home plate umpire calls a foul. That was very close. Just went over the bag, just in foul territory, evidently. And Salvadelli, who probably was going to be thrown out at first, gets to live for another pitch.
That was a really good throw, though, from third. I can say that much.
Cameron Weber over there at third base for the Vikings.
And it wasn't fouled by much either.
No, that was a very close play. Salvadelli ready again, and he's going to hit a fly ball out there into right field. Getting under it is Adam Quam, and he makes the catch for the third out of the inning. But Aquinas gets on the board. They score 1 run on 1 hit and a walk. And it is a 4-1 game, Holmen in the lead.
Well, when we return from commercial break, Holmen will be up to bat here on the high school game of the week.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection.
Come on down and check out Boyers Furniture.
No matter where you are, it's easy to find Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating, La Crosse.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Here you are.
Right now, get over $1,700 in rebates and utility credits with your new Carrier Infinity heating and cooling system.
Call or visit us online to ask more about our Gold Star maintenance program.
Schneider Heating, West Salem.
Schneider Heating around West Salem. Here you go.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Welcome back to Viking Field out in Holmen, Wisconsin, as the Aquinas Blue Golds have just gotten done putting a run on the board. It is a 4-1 game. Holmen has the lead here in the bottom of the third inning. Dave Gasper alongside Jesse Von Ruden here bringing you all the action on the KQEG High School Game of the Week. Jake Salvadelli back out there for his third inning of work against Holmen. Going to be facing Adam Quam, Logan Stauffer, Brandon Fleury, and then if anyone gets on, Jackson Hughes.
Well, Quam got the final out there, the top of the third. That towering hit out to right.
Off Salvadelli, no less.
Yeah.
Now he gets to face off against Salvadelli himself here to lead off the third inning.
You know Salvadelli wants to return the favor here.
First pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
Good start here, getting that strike right away.
Most important pitch there is. First pitch strike. Curve ball drops in there for a strike as well. Dropped it in fooling Quam, who's now down 0-2.
Aquinas was able to get a run there in the third. Yeah, that's going to help the cause here of Salvadelli. You only find yourself down 3 runs instead of 4. It's always a good spot.
Always good to see that offense come alive. Going to try and get some more. Falls back down to 1-2 against Quam. Ready again, and pitch is going to be a ground ball foul down the third base line. Just missed the bag once again. And Quam stays alive for another pitch.
You know, Quam really didn't get a lot of that. It had a certain ting to it, almost like a gunk.
Just jammed him a little bit.
Yeah.
Quam checks his swing. Checking out at first base. No, he did not go. 2-2 is the count. Bausch was ready to throw it down to third, and
he was ready. He was just like eyeballing the ump there on first. He's like, "Come on, man, that was a strike, wasn't that?"
It didn't look like Quam went from here, from our angle. And that's going to be another ball down low. So 3-2, count goes full to Adam Quam.
How tough is it to check your swing?
It's tough. It depends on when you realize you want to stop. This is now ground ball into the hole over at short. Murfeld makes the throw over to first in time. What a play by Murfeld.
That was a very long throw there for Murfeld. The margin of error very slim. He's able to get him out at first.
Makes a great stab of the ball, sticks his foot in the ground, turns and fires a laser over to first base, getting the first out of the inning. Wow, Brandon Murfeld. Now here comes Logan Stauffer, first baseman for Holmen. Takes first pitch strike from Salvadelli. Next pitch is going to be hit up into the air, into the gap, and right center field. That's going to get down. That's going to go to the wall. It's going to get picked up there, and he's going for third. Logan Stauffer going for a triple. He's going to have it standing up. A triple for Logan Stauffer.
Stauffer got all of that and a bag of chips. Drove that one to the wall. Stand-up triple.
Nice job by Stauffer. Really barreled up that baseball, got it into the gap, got it into the air a little bit. And Gavin Wetzel was not able to cut it off. So now it's runner on third for Brandon Fleury. Made the third out of the first inning, grounding out to short. Infield is in for Aquinas. And it's going to be a ground ball down to the third base side, foul out of play. 0-1 to Fleury.
Aquinas maybe expecting a bunt, something low.
They cannot. They can't allow another run to score with runner on third. Anything on the ground, the play is at home. That's what Aquinas is sending with their infield defense here. But it doesn't matter if you hit it up into the air like that. It's going to be caught on a diving forward catch by Coleman. He's going to throw it home. Tagging up is Stauffer. He's going to make it home easily. It's a sacrifice fly for Brandon Fleury.
That was a good hit.
Bringing in the run.
Good hit out to left. You try to drive it as far as you can. Just enough air. Good tag up there. Score now 5-1.
Coleman was not really able to judge that baseball very well. Kind of came right at him.
Yeah.
If he was able to get underneath it, stay on his feet, might have had a chance to get Stauffer, but instead has to make the diving forward catch, and it's going to allow a run to score. So now it's 5-1 Holmen as Jackson Hughes digs in there.
Well, the ball dropped like a bad habit.
Hughes takes a curveball that drops in for a strike. 0-2 now on Jackson Hughes. His first time up, he had a towering fly ball to left field that landed just at the base of the wall for a double. He ended up coming around to score. Next pitch is in the dirt and gets past Bausch. 1-2. Two outs in the bottom of the third inning for Jackson Hughes. Next pitch is low in the dirt again, blocked by Bausch. 2-2.
You know, Hughes in his first at-bat really showed his power.
Looking for a chance to do so again. The 2-2 popped up into center field. It's going to be easy for Gavin Wetzel. Candy Corn makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But not after. The Holmen Vikings do a little bit more damage, bringing a run across after a Logan Stauffer triple and a sacrifice fly by Brandon Fleury. It's a 5-1 lead for the Holmen Vikings.
That gives us a moment here as we get set for the top of the fourth to thank one of our sponsors here tonight, and that is Battery Mart. Not just for car batteries. At Battery Mart, you will find batteries for your boat, your ATV, motorcycle, long tractor, and yes, even your snowblower. Batteries for all your warm and cold weather equipment. Battery Mart in the Industrial Park below Gunderson Lutheran. Or you can find them in the yellow pages under battery, or you can just Google them. You know, in
or
the
Google, yeah.
21st century, the battery marts. Give them a like on the Facebook. So even if you're on the Facebooks, you can just type it in. You can find out what else they have going on. Save their number in your phone, so you can just like open it up and just type in battery mart and it pops right up.
Perfect, right there.
Dave, when's the last time you actually looked at a yellow page?
Oh man, it's been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while. I'll just put it that way.
You know, every once in a while, you still have to dig out the old yellow pages just to. You know, even it's one of those things where we take it for granted now. We have, you know, cellular devices with internet, and we just pull up data anywhere we want. But sometimes you need to still use those yellow pages.
Sometimes. Not very often, but sometimes. Caleb Maddle back out there now for his 4th inning of work. Going to be facing off against Jared Everson, Jack Holmen, and Gavin Wetzel for Aquinas here in the bottom of the 4th. 5-1 lead for the Holmen Vikings. Aquinas looking to dig themselves out of a 4-run hole with their cleanup hitter, Jared Everson, leading him off, and that's going to be called strike on the outside corner from Caleb Maddle.
Ooh.
Next pitch is fouled back right behind us and into the street.
You know, we almost took a foul ball yesterday. We were out in West Salem covering the Westby West Salem game, and one was coming directly towards the camera, and I saw almost my life flash before my eyes, and it wasn't much, Dave.
Next pitch low in the dirt, 2-1. Yeah. Most important thing is protect that camera. And that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and apparently the laptop, not the lives.
Ground ball over to second base.
Slow roller.
Caught up, and play made cleanly there by Mason Palmer. Flipping it to Logan Stauffer to get the first out of the inning as Everson grounds out.
Well, Palmer really had to make a charge of that one. It seemed like it caught up in the grass there. It was rolling really slow.
Not a very hard hit ball from Jared Everson. Jack Coleman now at the plate for Aquinas. Left fielder had a fielder's choice his first time up in the 2nd inning. First pitch is a ball, low and outside.
One of the nice things about being in the ballpark is just listening to the umpire, and sometimes it just, man, just the way they say ball is actually, it's very depressing. They're like, ball.
1-1 now the count to Coleman.
But strikes, though, especially strike three, man, they are so
sometimes
animated.
you got to make it exciting, yeah. Next pitch is a foul, back out of play, back into the street and into someone's front yard.
That almost got up to the front stairs.
Almost.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to umpire sometimes during the summers.
Okay.
I'd have my strike 3 call be something exciting at least.
Gotcha. Did you like go overboard with it? You're like strike 3 and doing like a hand pump and all that stuff?
No, I didn't do that. They were like 10-year-old kids. I wasn't trying to be the whole show, but
no.
And that's going to be a shot over there into shallow right field, but it's going to be caught by, that is Adam Quam playing shallow out there on Jack Coleman.
It was very much a laser straight to Quam. Just had to stick out his glove, and he's like, yeah, I got this.
Playing shallow out there in right field. Now comes Gavin Wetzel, the center fielder for Aquinas. Up with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch from Maddle is a ball down low.
You know, Aquinas was able to score with 2 out in the last inning.
Looking to do so again. They've shown the ability to get some 2-out rallies going. Next pitch is fouled, back out of play behind home plate. One and one now the count to Gavin Wetzel.
We got a little bit of a breeze here.
It's going to be called strike on the outside corner. Nice curveball from Maddle. He's had that curveball dialed in all day long. Next pitch is high and outside. Wetzel digs in. Maddle ready again. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Maddle sits him down, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Caleb Maddle, and Aquinas goes down. Holmen coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Right after this, you're watching the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
Are you thinking of building your dream home or remodeling your current commercial space? Kirshner Custom Builders can help you make your dream become a reality. They build beautiful, dramatic, creative, functional, and efficient buildings, whether it's your dream home or commercial building. Kirshner Custom Builders will coordinate every step of the process, from land purchasing to final landscaping. Visit their website at KirshnerCustomBuilders.com and get a free guide on things you must know when planning to build a custom home or renovate a commercial space. Kirshner Custom Builders, your satisfaction is their guarantee.
Welcome back to the KQEG High School Game of the Week. Holmen Vikings are up 5-1 over the Aquinas Blue Golds here as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. For Holmen, looks like we got a pitching change for Aquinas. Gavin Wetzel looks like is out there on the mound. So Wetzel moves in from center field. He's now pitching in for Jake Salvadelli, who gave up 5 runs in 3 innings of work. First pitch from Wetzel is a called strike on Palmer, who leads it off here for Holmen in the bottom of the 4th. Followed by the top of the order, Kevin Cable, and then Ryland Wall. Next pitch is popped up into center field. It's going to be caught by the new center fielder out there. That is number 5, that's Brandon Murfeld, as Jake Salvadelli takes over at short. So Salvadelli moves from pitcher to short. Brandon Murfeld moves from shortstop to center field. And Gavin Wetzel moves from center field to the pitcher's mound. We're back to the top of the order now for Holmen as Kevin Cable digs in there against Wetzel. Next pitch is a excuse me swing, and it's a bunt that just falls right in front of Wetzel, and he's safe. He's in there. Wetzel fell down trying to pick up the baseball and make the throw, and that allowed just enough time for Cable to make it to first on an excuse me swing single.
That's what they call it, an excuse me?
An excuse me swing.
Wow, I did not know that.
Just kind of those little half swings, those check swings. Saying excuse me now, check on Cable at first, and he's back there in time.
You know, that's the second pitcher we've seen for Aquinas today slip.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe check those cleats.
Wetzel ready again. Called strike at the top of the zone against Ryland Wall. After Wall will be third baseman Cameron Weber. Runner on first is Cable. Wall takes a strike there on the inside corner. That one looked a little inside to me. But it's called strike on Wall. Wetzel ready again.
Oh.
And it's going to be poked through the hole on the left side of the infield, and that's going to be a base hit for Ryland Wall. Poked it just between third baseman and shortstop. And it's 2 on now for Cameron Weber.
No, that's just a really nice, solid hit there from Wall. You know, between third and short, there's not a lot of room there. You know, being able to poke it in that little tiny zone. Oof.
Little 5.5 hole, as Tony Gwynn used to call it. Now Cameron Weber with 2 on and only 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th, looking to add to his lead.
Remind me next time to bring those folding chairs.
Called strike on Weber. Yeah, those folding chairs really would have been nice.
You know, the setup here at Holmen's great. I mean, we got this
it
lovely
is.
Amphitheater seating. Yeah. It's just
it's concrete and
yeah. We didn't bring any cushions or anything.
No.
Oh.
That's another called strike on Weber. 2 strikes on him now.
I mean, we probably could have sat in the grass if we wanted to.
We could have. We should have done that.
Yeah, we probably should have.
Next time. Curveball was very high and missed the zone.
I mean, what if we sat on like a nest of ground bees, though?
That doesn't sound fun.
No, not at all.
Sounds miserable, actually.
It really does. Maybe we're actually we're better off sitting where we are.
Cameron Weber now takes another pitch down low, and both runners will advance as Bausch is unable to field it cleanly. So both Cable and Ryland Wall will move up. And now it's runners on second and third as Aquinas brings their whole infield in now on the grass.
You know, Holmen's just done such a good job of making sure they're on their horses the second that ball is in the dirt and advancing to any base they can.
Pitch from Wetzel, low in the dirt once again, and it's going to be a walk. Didn't quite get far enough away for Cable to score, but now it's the bases loaded for the cleanup hitter, designated hitter Nevin Wall. And this is all sorts of trouble here for Gavin Wetzel and the Aquinas Blue Golds.
Especially with one out, you know, the playbook is totally open at this point in time.
Already down 4 runs is Aquinas. Can't afford to go down anymore. As it faces Nevin Wall, who hits a ground ball over to shortstop. Salvadelli tries to flip it to second, and it's not going to be in time.
Whoa!
Not able to get Cameron Weber, who was hustling from first to second, allows a run to score. And there's no outs. Everybody's safe. It's now a 6-1 lead for Holmen. And Adam Quam is coming up.
That was really close there at second. You know, from our vantage point, man, that was a tough call. I don't know.
He was in there. To me, it looked like he was in there. And now Quam is up with the bases loaded. First pitch is a called strike from Wetzel. Wetzel working with a quick pace, and Quam hits a shot out into center field. That's going to be deep enough to score Ryland Wall on a sac fly. And Weber was not tagging up, instead going halfway on a fly ball like that. So now there's 2 down on the sac fly from Adam Quam, but another run scores. It's a 7-1 lead for Holmen.
Runners on first and second here. Now Quam got enough height and distance on that one, was able to score the runner from third.
First pitch is a strike to Logan Stauffer, the first baseman.
Stauffer's been busy over on first too.
He's had a pretty clean, pretty solid day over there. Last time up, he had a booming triple over in the gap in right center. Next pitch is a ball. Ended up coming around to score there in the third inning on a sacrifice fly by Fleury. And it's a ground ball to second base. Able to make the play is Bagnevsky and flips it over to Liam to end the inning, but not before some more damage is done by the Holmen Vikings. They've scored in each inning of this game so far. They have a 7-1 lead after 4 innings of play.
Well, that gives us an opportunity here to thank one of our other sponsors here today on our broadcast, and that's Bacalar Sausage, producing quality award-winning sausage products since 1935. Made with the finest ingredients, using recipes handed down through the generations. Bacalar's products are available at your local grocery store. If you're planning a cookout this summer, remember, a grill is not a grill without a Bacalar sausage on it. Bacalar is locally owned and operated, community involved, a fan favorite since 1935.
Man, I'm getting hungry over here. You keep on talking about sausages. You know, it's not making things any better.
Dave, you know, did you actually have lunch before we actually got out here? Or not?
I wasn't able to have much. I had a little lunch, but not enough.
All right, what were we talking about? Like a little lunch? Did you have like a sandwich?
Yeah, I had a sandwich and some chips, but that was about it.
Oh, did you end up seeing the viral story that was going around about that sandwich place that actually replaced the bread with a pickle?
Oh, I don't like that at all.
You don't like that idea?
No.
What do you don't like about it? Like too much vinegar and salt, or
yeah,
too much
of the pickle and not enough bread.
Hey, you know, some people they rather have the pickle than the bread.
Evan Kuyak steps in there now against Caleb Maddle. He'll lead it off for the top of the 5th inning for Aquinas. First pitch is a ball down low.
I mean, that has to be a pretty big pickle for a sandwich too, right?
Yeah. It's a little too much pickle. Next pitch here to Kuyak is outside. Going to be 2 balls and no strikes now to the Aquinas right fielder.
Aquinas has got to start hitting in the ball and getting some runs here in a fast hurry. Top of the 5th.
3-0 is the count now to Kuyak. And it's going to be a called strike. Maddle gets back in there, so 3-1 is the count. Taking all the way was Kuyak. Ready again is Maddle, and that was outside, so it's going to be a 5-pitch walk to Kuyak to lead off the inning. Not the start that Caleb Maddle was looking for, just a second walk of the game. He's got 6 strikeouts already in this game through the first 4, now into 5 innings. And now Ethan Roop, the designated hitter, is going to step in there with a runner on first.
Roop's always a very dangerous hitter.
Called strike to him. He struck out looking his first time up to lead off the 3rd inning.
This game's cruising on by.
Don't say that. As soon as someone says that, it slows to a crawl.
All right.
And that's going to be a swinging strike there by Roop.
How can I reverse this jinx?
I don't know.
All right.
I think we're just doomed now.
Okay.
All right. Ethan Roop, 2 strikes on him. Runner on first is Kuyak. 7-1 lead for Holmen. Going to be a foul back to the fence.
Sometimes you just got to accept your fate, Dave. You know?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, you know?
I don't know if saying, you know, this game is taking forever, this game's taking so long would be the reverse. I don't even know if that would work, but.
What if we got like some salt and vinegar chips, crush them up and toss them over our shoulder? Like that would work, or?
It's a swing and a miss for Ethan Roop, and he strikes out for the first out of the inning. Yeah, I don't know how that would work, but I'm all in for adding some food to this.
And you know, with the wind blowing from the concession stand, you can probably smell some of that pulled pork, some of those hamburgers.
You're making it worse. Here comes Michael Liam now, first baseman for Aquinas. Or not? Or is that number 15?
That's number 15.
Has he been 15 all day? Because he's not on the
no,
the roster.
15 was the young gentleman. I believe it was.
There is no 15 on there. I think that is Liam.
Yeah.
It's just because he's listed on the varsity reserve roster.
Yep.
Coming up to varsity now.
Yeah, because he's listed
being
as
promoted here. Yeah, he
yep.
got a different jersey number.
It's tricky. Keeps us on our toes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Liam fouls it back here to the road, and ooh, that was near a house.
Yep.
That landed between the house and a car.
Yeah, that it did.
A parked car. That is a dangerous spot to park your car right there.
You know, it's a good thing we didn't park the station van right there.
Yeah, that would not be a smart idea. Liam up there with 1 out. Runner on first. Called strike. Throw on down first. Check on Kuyak. He's in there safely.
I always wondered how we were actually explaining that one to Rick. You know, we come back from a baseball game. We're like, yeah, you know, Rick, you know, we took like.
About the van.
About the van. What do you mean about the van? They're like, yeah, it got hit by a couple foul balls.
Next pitch is high and throw down second to Kuyak trying to steal. He's safe because on the catch that was Ryland Wall trying to make the tag and it popped out of his glove. So Kuyak successfully steals second base, and now it's runner in scoring position for Michael Liam.
Oh, you gotta love the hustle and the effort there. He never gave up on that steal.
Even though he was probably out by 5 feet, but able to punch the ball out of the glove, and you're safe. And now it's going to be a shot over into left field. Kuyak is not going to be able to score because playing shallow is Jackson Hughes, and it's just going to be a single there for Michael Liam.
Yeah, but now you got runners on the corners here.
And the top of the order coming up in Brandon Murfeld. Jackson Hughes playing very shallow out there for Liam. Able to field the ball cleanly and keep Kuyak at third base. Runners at the corners for Murfeld. And another foul ball out of play. Hits a tree back in someone's yard.
Yeah.
Think of when that's in full bloom there in the summer. That's a lot more protective for that house.
Yeah.
Murfeld's last time up, walked, stole a base, and scored. The only run of the game so far for Aquinas back in the third inning.
You know, you're showing off that house you were trying to sell it. It's like, it's a very nice location. It's
yeah.
really good, but
if you want to watch baseball games, it's great.
I would advise not having windows on the side of the house.
If you don't like baseball, this probably isn't the spot for you. Called strike on the outside corner to Murfeld. He's got 2 strikes on him now. Trying to push some more runs home, put a dent in this Holmen 6-run lead. Ooh. And it's going to be a swing and a miss on a pitch outside, and with a runner on first base, unable to go to first on a ball in the dirt. So that's just going to be an automatic strikeout for Murfeld. That is the 8th strikeout of the game so far for Caleb Mattel.
That's a rare strikeout. You see something like that.
It's now 2 down for Justin Bausch, the catcher. Checked his swing or not. Ump says he went, so that's a strike 1 to Bausch. Huge opportunity here for Aquinas to put a dent into that Holmen lead. And now it looks like we're going to get into a run down to second base. They're going to try to get a run to score. Here comes the runner at home, and he's safe. That's going to be Kuyak that scores. Michael Liam just kind of went off at first base, just kind of stood in the middle between first and second. Was able to get Mattel to step off, run towards him, try and get into a rundown.
Yeah, it was very much an option A, option B. Where are you going to go on that one? And luckily, it paid off for Aquinas as they were able to score a run.
Very well executed there by Aquinas. I thought Liam might have broken, or Kuyak might have broken a little bit too early, but the throw was just a little bit short and bounced over Brandon Fleury. So now we have a runner on second base, still 2 outs for Justin Bausch, and a 7-2 score. And it's going to be a ground ball over to the second baseman. And that is going to retire the side. Mason Palmer makes the play, but not before the Aquinas Blue Gold scratch 1 run back. It is now a 7-2 lead for Holmen over Aquinas as we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
At Boyers, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so. Sofas, great. Prices, great. Personality, so-so. Recliners, great. Prices, great. Personalities,
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyers Furniture.
Please.
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
Welcome back to the KQEG High School Game of the Week. Holmen has a 7-2 lead over Aquinas as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to be Brandon Fleury, Jackson Hughes, and Mason Palmer, 7, 8, 9 in the order for Holmen. To lead it off, they're going to be facing Gavin Wetzel, who has come in relief after 3 innings of work by Jake Salvadelli. Last inning for Wetzel, he allowed 2 runs.
First up for Holmen, catcher number 3, Brandon Fleury.
And Fleury, the catcher, is now up there, getting ready to face Wetzel for the first time. Wetzel ready now. First pitch is high for ball 1.
You know, Fleury's really been having a good game here behind the plate.
It's going to be a ground ball over in the hole to shortstop. Salvadelli makes a sidearm throw, and it's wild. Goes right past the first baseman, Liam. Goes all the way to the fence, and Fleury is going to make it on down to second base after a throwing error by Jake Salvadelli.
It was a tough throw. It was off his back foot. And at that point in time, man, you're just hoping it doesn't go too far.
Yeah, that was a tough play for Salvadelli, trying to make it in the hole and just flipped and try to make a sidearm throw to first, and it just was wild, and it allows runner to get to second.
We got a pinch runner in for Fleury here. It's number 9 for Holmen.
So now Jackson Hughes up at the plate. Hits a ground ball foul down the third base line.
I believe that's Ben Reichert. Out there on second now.
Perhaps a courtesy runner for the catcher, Fleury.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those things, you know, like the catcher, it's like, you got to get back in that gear.
Even though there's 0 outs in the inning, just leading it off. Next pitch is a ball down low and outside.
Got to get back in that gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes time to put on.
Oh, yeah.
Next pitch from Wetzel is a hot shot out into left center field. That is high, but it is going to hang up there and end up being caught by Brandon Murfeld, who makes a nice throw into third base to prevent, that looks like Reichert, from tagging up and heading to third.
Yeah, that was a deep hit there to center. It was hung up way too long. And luckily for Aquinas, they were able to get an out on that.
So now here comes Mason Palmer, the second baseman for Holmen. Takes a called strike on the inside corner. Palmer had a single and an RBI in the second inning. Flew out to center field in the fourth. Now it's a ground ball in the hole at third, and it's going to be picked up by Salvadelli, not able to make a play over at first base. The speedy Palmer gets there in time.
Took a weird hop there, and it's a good thing Salvadelli was behind the third baseman.
Yeah, rolled up the arm of Jared Everson, and Salvadelli was right there to pick it up, but just too slow of a roller, too slow of a play to get the speedy Palmer over at first base. Now 2 runners on for the top of the order and Kevin Cable. And he hits a shot down the left field line, but foul.
Might have scared that bat, too. Oh, unless that's a bird. Really can't tell.
There's something flying around hanging over there.
If you'd like a copy of tonight's game, you can always go to our website, kqegtv.com, or call us at the station at 784-0876.
Hot shot over to Salvadelli at short, flips to second for 1. Unable to get 2, and now it's another throwing error, and Cable is going to head on down to second base as Riker comes around to score on a throwing error by, I believe that was Begnevsky, the second baseman over there. And that allows Cable to go to second base.
It's just been a rough afternoon here for the infielders for Aquinas.
They've had a couple of mistakes here in this inning. Now it's going to be another ground ball to Salvadelli, and it goes right through his legs into left field. Cable's going to head on to third. He's going to stop. And Salvadelli's just having a rough time over there at shortstop in this inning.
It's been a weird game for Salvadelli. Remember in the first when he ended up slipping off the mound? It's been kind of pretty much the story of the day right there.
Yeah, it has not been a fun time so far out there for Jake Salvadelli today. And now we got Cameron Weber, the third baseman, up with runners at the corners and only 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. 8-2 lead for Holmen over Aquinas. Called strike on Weber. Weber looking to do some more damage, add to this lead over Aquinas. And it's going to be a fake pickoff look. Fake to third, throw to first.
That's a tricky move. So you're kind of looking over your shoulder the whole time.
Nice, steps off, looks at both again.
Oh, he's got dangerous base runners out there.
Yeah. Mason Palmer, Kevin Cable, two speedsters out there on the base paths. It's going to be called strike to Weber.
Last time we
Cable and Wall. Yeah. So
yeah. Palmer scored. Last time we saw Aquinas, Crescent took advantage of that as well, and they were just speedy on those pads. Very aggressive. All right, one of the big reasons why they won 8-5.
Weber digs in again. Here's a pitch from Wetzel, and it's going to be a ground ball, third base. Everson makes a throw over to first. It's high, but makes the catch, does Liam. And that will end the inning.
That was a good catch by Liam. Kept his foot on the bag. Now move us into the 6th inning here. Score still 8-2. Another run scored there for Holmen. It gives us an opportunity here to thank one of our sponsors for today's broadcast. And it's Kirshner Custom Builders, is your residential and commercial building partner. Hey, wow, that's a weird typo right there. They do it all, from large commercial buildings to beautiful custom-built homes. Kirshner works with you hand in hand until the project is finished. You can visit their website at KirshnerCustomBuilders.com. I'm going to put a T there next to the hey to make it they. That's a
important distinction. Very, very important distinction.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like, you see hey there. You can be like, hey, or you can be like, hey, but that's the hey we got.
We got a new pitcher out there on the mound for Holmen. And it looks like it's number 16, Dylan Westcott. So Caleb Maddle is done after 5 innings of work. He allowed 2 runs, struck out 8, and walked 2.
We were talking earlier in the day about our players of the game, and you were hinting that Mantle would be your player of the game. And
oh, yeah. It's certainly looking that way. So now it's going to be Dylan Westcott out there on the mound, junior, for Holmen.
Just tuck that underneath that drinking water.
And it's going to be a fly ball out there into center field. And getting under it is Kevin Cable.
That took forever to drop.
So Salvadelli flies out to center field.
I'm pretty sure my beard grew longer.
That ball did hang up there in the air. Now Jared Everson up at the plate for Aquinas with 1 down. Pitch is called strike on the inside corner for Westcott.
It's always interesting watching batters come up into the box. They all have their different little ritual.
Yeah.
Everson likes to kiss his bat, and it paid off there as he tags that one.
And that's out into left field, and that's going to get over the head of the left fielder. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Throw comes in. That's going to be a double for Jared Everson. Nice big hit, try and get a rally going for Aquinas. Jackson Hughes just kind of lost the ball and just kind of tripped and fell trying to track it. Went all the way over his head for a 1-out double.
Oh, he was running at the ball, kind of like leaning with his right. He's got the mid on the
fell.
left.
Yeah.
That's a tough position there. And I think that ball went further than he thought it was going to go.
So now here comes Jack Coleman, the left fielder for Aquinas. Takes a called first strike. Down low in the zone. Goal of the day has reached on a fielder's choice and flown out to right field. Now we got a pickoff attempt over at second base. Not in time, says the umpire.
Yeah, you gotta be quick on your feet there.
Trying to catch Everson leaning.
You know, Everson's a tall kid, but that's just such a short distance between the mound and second.
Next pitch is high and tight. 1-1 is the count to Jack Holmen. Westcott. Ready again. And it's going to be a pop-up in the infield. Westcott calling for it, and he makes the catch. So that's going to be 2 down now in the inning.
Next up, pitcher number 8, Gavin Wetzel.
Now Gavin Wetzel, the pitcher, up there.
You know, Wetzel came in for relief from Salvadelli 2 innings ago. He's been pitching pretty steady.
Swing and a miss there on the first pitch from Dylan Westcott. He's allowed 4 runs since coming into the game, and Salvadelli allowed 4 runs in his outing today. Pitch outside. Fleury able to keep it close. Keep Everson over at second base.
He was all over that one.
1-1 the count to Gavin Wetzel. Westcott ready. And it's going to be a shot over towards shortstop. Makes a nice play and a throw over to first. What a play by Ryland Wall. Kind of reaching behind him to make that stab and throw it over to first. What a play by Wall.
That was a tough play by Wall, but that brings us to the bottom of the 6th. Holmen coming up, score 8-2. Holmen in the lead when we return with more of the high school game of the week.
You know Boyers Furniture. We've been in business over 100 years selling quality furniture at budget prices. But who's choosing the furniture we're selling?
We picked out sofas. Sofas. And more sofas. We picked out love seats. And more love seats. We picked out recliners. Recliners. And more recliners. Dining room furniture. Bedroom furniture.
With buyers like these and USA brands like Ashley, Marshfield, and Best, you can't do better than Boyer Furniture.
Welcome back to the KQEG High School Game of the Week. Dave Gasper alongside Jesse Van Ruden. Holmen Vikings have an 8-2 lead in the 6th inning over the Aquinas Blue Golds. Leading it off for the Vikings this inning will be Nevin Wall, designated hitter, followed by Adam Quam and Logan Stauffer. If anyone gets on, Brandon Fleury, the catcher, will bat. Gavin Wetzel pitching for Aquinas. Throws the first pitch strike in there to Wall.
You know, Dave, it's always a good feeling when it's 65 degrees out past 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the sun's actually still up in the sky because after all those months where it being like 4:30 and it's just completely dark out, it's a nice feeling for sure. Nevin Wall digs in there again. Wetzel's ready, goes through the windup. And it's a slow curveball that doesn't break down into the zone. Ball misses high. Next pitch from Wetzel is another high one, and he's able to get Nevin Wall to chase.
And it's the first out of the inning.
I believe Wall's been replaced with Drake Shams. So it looks like that's number 20 there, Drake Shams.
Number 5, Evan Chronic.
So Shams strikes out. Now here comes Number 5, that is Evan Troyanik. So he replaces Quam.
Coach Wall definitely getting the rest of his kids in this one.
And with an 8-2 lead here in the 6th inning, give some of the guys on the bench some at-bats. Foul ball back out of play and heading into the road. Avoids any cars.
You know, Dave, we got a lot of games coming up. Coming up next week, we're going to be here in Holmen twice, as Eau Claire Memorial will be visiting on Tuesday, and then Sparta will be here on Thursday.
Troyanik fouls it back once again. Stauffer is on deck. Wetzel delivers again to Troyanik. And it's a swung on and missed. And it's going to be another strikeout for Gavin Wetzel.
Two outs here now at the bottom of the 6th.
Now it's Logan Stauffer, the first baseman, up at the plate. Called strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Wetzel. Next pitch is high out of the zone, 1-1. It's been a tough game for Aquinas. Every time they try and get back in and score a run, Holmen always has an answer. They've scored in every inning of this game so far. Holmen has pushed across a run.
And that's just a tough hole to get out of no matter what.
Absolutely, especially when pitching is just unable to get a stop and give the offense a chance to get back into the game. Next pitch from Wetzel's down low. It's going to be a walk to Stauffer.
Next up, catcher number 3, Brandon Fleury.
So a 2-out walk to Stauffer. Now Brandon Fleury, the catcher, is coming up to the plate.
Yeah, he had half of his catching gear on, and then
had to take
had
it
to
off.
Take it off right away.
Especially those shin guards. Those definitely take the longest to put on.
Well, the shin guard has what, 3 or 4 different straps
yeah,
on
it's got like 4 or 5 straps.
And you got the chest protector.
Yeah. So now Fleury has kind of a swing bunt that goes foul, picked up by Bausch.
Did your catcher ever complain to you how long it took him to get his gear on?
They never complained to me. Mostly I never really bothered him about it. And then it's going to be a ground ball over to third base by Fleury. Tries to make the throw over to first, and it gets by Liam. Goes all the way to the fence. Fleury's going to move to second. And holding at third is Stauffer. Runners at second and third now after the throwing error by the third baseman, Jared Everson.
Fleury, man, he was just hustling down the first. That was a tough throw in the dirt. Just an off night here for the Aquinas infielders.
Looks like that is 23 now for Holmen. Jake Lease, the senior. Lease?
Yeah, I believe that's Lease.
Lease?
Yep.
We'll go with Lease. We apologize to the family if we're pronouncing this wrong. We apologize, Jake, and your entire family if we're pronouncing that wrong. But we're going to go with Lease, and he fouls it back out of play towards the crowd. 0-1. Wetzel delivers again, and it's another foul ball out of play and into the street.
I almost take that kid running after it.
And rolls into someone's front yard. And now we're out of baseballs. Umpire has to ask for a couple more.
So how many baseballs do you actually have on hand for a game like this?
They normally give about 4-ish, somewhere around there to the umpires, and I think it's normally 2 from both teams.
Okay.
2 each, so we end up with 4. And
just not a bucket of balls just hanging out?
I think the home team normally has some like waiting, but as far as like the ones that they just kind of rotate like in use, it's normally 4.
Okay.
And if they run out, they might dip into those, but normally it's not that many. It's not quite the big leagues where it's just someone sitting on the side with the designated duty of giving the umpire more baseballs when they run out. Wetzel now steps off.
Get runners on second and third.
Jake Lease. And he tomahawks the ball deep out to left field. Going back on it is a left fielder, and he makes a catch. Falling backwards is Jack Coleman for the 3rd out of the inning. A tomahawk fly ball from Jake Lease. And a nice play by Jack Coleman out there in left field.
And Coleman had to reach as high as he could on that one, was able to maintain control going down to the grass. And that's a catch no matter what sport you're playing.
And a great play by Coleman out there, and that ends the bottom of the 6th inning for Holmen, the first inning all game that they have not pushed a run across the board. It's 8-2 as we head to the top of the 7th. Last chance here for Aquinas, as they've got a 6-run deficit to try to erase.
Well, that gives us a moment here to thank our last sponsor of the broadcast, and that is Pizza Corral. Before or after the game, round up the family and head to Pizza Corral in Holmen for the original pan-style pizzas. Don't forget the soup, salad bar, ice cream, and beverages. Enjoy inside dining or fast carry-out. Banquet and party rooms are also available. That's Pizza Corral in Holmen. Call 526-3660. That's Pizza Corral here in Holmen. And I'm sorry, Dave, we had to talk about food one last time.
Yeah.
But we'd like to thank all of our sponsors: Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, Schumacher Kish, Boyers, Kirshner Custom Builders, Premier Spine and Health Injury, Premier Spine Health and Injury, Schumacher, the Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, Battery Mart, Bacalar Sausage, and Pizza Corral. And of course, every Sunday night, starting this week at 7 p.m., NASCAR Racing is coming to KQEG TV. Our first race, of course, will be Sunday the 21st, the Frostbuster from La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. And then starting May 12th, regular season gets underway.
Yeah, always good when you can get out for the races on a Saturday night.
And Dave, you're going to be able to make it out for a couple Saturday nights?
We'll see. We'll see.
Come on, you just said it's always fun, man.
It was. If I'm going to be in the area.
I almost suckered you in.
And that's going to be a shot over into left field from Evan Kuyak, who leads off the 7th inning with a single as he tries to get Aquinas in business here in the final inning.
Well, you got to score 6 runs in this inning to stay alive. You might as well get on base as quick as possible.
And now we got number 3 for Aquinas, who we do not have a number for on this roster. So someone is hitting in place of Ethan Roop, the designated hitter.
I think I heard his first name was Riley.
Riley, was it Clark?
Could be Clark.
So we'll go with Riley Clark. And that's going to be a called strike on him. Westcott ready again, and it's popped up into shallow right field.
Good
and
catch.
Under it, making the play for the first out of the inning.
Next up, first baseman number 15, Michael Liam.
Michael Liam now in there with 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th. Down by 6 is Aquinas. After Liam will be leadoff hitter Brandon Murfeld. Stepping off is Westcott.
The wind's picking up a little bit here from behind us.
It's a little breeze. It's heading out to center field. Good conditions for the hitters if you can get it up into the air. According to the flags out there by the center field scoreboard, that is not turned on.
Well, I'm sure he probably suffered some damage during the storms.
Probably.
Yep. Ooh, ball in the dirt.
Ball in the dirt. And going second is Kuyak, and he'll be in there.
You know, Dave, you do rent. So last week during that thunderstorm snow shower thing, did you have any damage to your rental property?
I did not. I took a video of the thunder snow because that's really cool. But yeah, that was our place was fine.
Oh,
foul
man,
ball off the mask.
Oh, it's like, man. So I got home kind of late on that Wednesday, working and all that jazz. And I was like, man, I got this pizza, got it in the house, and I thought I'd closed my storm door behind me, right?
Oh, no.
On my porch.
Oh, no.
Woke up the next day, I'm like, wow, there's so much snow. What is going on? And I noticed the arm that attaches to the door somehow ripped clean off and started beating a dent
While
in the
outside,
door.
pickoff attempt at second base. Not in time. That was close.
Oh, he's really lucky there.
Ryland Walls looking at the umpire thinking, really?
Yeah.
That was a close play out there. Did not slide.
No,
It was
he just kind
Kuyak.
of walked in.
He just kind of walked in. Didn't realize it until late. Pitch from Westcott down in the dirt and running to third is Kuyak. He's going to make it on a walk by Michael Liam.
Yeah, we got one running in some corner. So anyhow, the arm, it ripped out a chunk of the door. Had to be about like 3 inches. The bolt and everything.
Yeah.
Looked just absolutely unreal. So make sure you always latch your doors behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here comes Brandon Murfeld with runners at the corners and one out here in the top of the 7th.
Or just don't have doors, one of the two.
Popped up down the third base line. It's going to be out of play in foul territory. 0-1 now to Murfeld.
That kid's really hustling for that foul ball.
And it looks like one of the players already got it.
Yep.
Murfeld 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Called strike.
Yep, just hit the outside corner.
Interestingly enough, the only 2 runs scored on the day for Aquinas both got on the base paths from a walk. Murfeld in the 3rd inning and then Kuyak in the 5th.
Huh.
Walks hurt.
Walks are,
walks kill you.
Yeah.
Luckily for Caleb Maddle and Dylan Westcott, those runs have not come around to score very often, and Holmen their offense has really kind of picked them up.
Oh,
and that's a shot over into the left center field gap by Murfeld. That's going to get down. That's going to be a double. 1 runs around to score. And it looks like it's going to be an RBI double for Brandon Murfeld. Brings home Kuyak. Michael Liam heads to third. And a little rally going here for Aquinas in the 7th inning.
Still life left in the Blue Golds here.
8-3 is now our score. Still only 1 out. Justin Bausch up with runners on 2nd and 3rd. Huge opportunity here for Bausch. Westcott delivers, and it's a shot into center field. It's going to be over the head of Cable. It's going to go to the wall. 1 run's in, 2 runs are in. Justin Bausch with a 2 RBI double straight over the head of the center fielder Kevin Cable. And it is now an 8-5 ball game.
Just how quick the game can turn. Just 2 hits back to back, deep into center. Able to score 3 runs off of that in a fast hurry here. Top of the 7th.
Now here comes Jake Salvadelli. 1 for 3 on the day with a single and 2 flyouts. Looking to do some damage. He was a starting pitcher in this game for Aquinas. Gave up 4 runs in 3 innings of work. Ball in the dirt. Bausch unable to advance.
Just when you thought this game was over.
Just when you thought. Baseball brings it right back. Jake Salvadelli digging in now against Westcott. Here's the pitch, high and inside for a ball.
That was definitely up in the numbers.
2-0 to Salvadelli. Looking to bring home Justin Bausch. Out there at second base after a 2 RBI double. Salvadelli takes a strike on the outside corner. Salvadelli takes a pitch low in the dirt. Throw on down to second. Shortstop was not there. I believe that's number 9 out there.
Yeah.
Ben Reichert in for Ryland Wall.
Well, you know, the catcher kind of caught the shortstop sleeping there. It was a good thing. You know, he finally got there and the ball didn't get too far out.
Low throw. Salvadelli ready again, and he chops the ground ball foul.
Staying alive here at bat.
2 strikes to Salvadelli. Big opportunity for him here. Full count to the Blue Gold's number 3 hitter. And he fouled, just barely gets a foul tip on it as it goes to the backstop to stay alive. One more pitch.
You just got to get a little bit of it.
Just enough, and keeps it out of Brandon Fleury's glove. Full count once again to Jake Salvadelli. Here's a pitch and swung on and belted deep to left field. Will it stay fair?
Ooh.
No. Just a few feet foul. Would have landed and been a sure double to bring home Bausch. Wouldn't have had enough to get out of the yard. But, man, he turned on that fastball in a hurry.
Out there in left field, it's 317. He probably got all 315 of that.
All it is a loud strike to Dylan Westcott. Ready to deliver a 3-2 pitch to Salvadelli once again. Swung on and missed. Got him with the curveball. 2 down for Aquinas. They are down to their last out.
That was a good at-bat there from Salvadelli, though.
But Westcott wins the battle. Now here's Jared Everson, third baseman. And he hits a ground ball sharply to the first baseman, picks it up, flips it to Westcott, who steps on the bag, and that will end the inning and end the game. As Aquinas' rally comes up just a bit short here in the 7th inning. 8-5 is our final score. Holmen ends up on top over the Blue Golds. And it's another MVC win for the Holmen Vikings.
Definitely, this game had a little bit of everything. If you were a baseball fan, Holmen was able to jump out quickly in this one, but Aquinas was able to hang in. They almost had a really nice rally going there into 7th.
Able to score 3 runs after a single, a walk, and back-to-back doubles from Brandon Murfeld and Justin Bausch. Made it a little interesting at the end, but in the end, Holmen ends up on top. And for our players of the game, I think this conversation starts and ends with Caleb Maddle for Holmen. Yeah. 5 innings, 2 runs, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, being able to hold Aquinas and their bats, who we just saw has a lot of potential. He was able to keep them down pretty much all game, and he really just allowed this offense to do their thing.
And really, you know, you almost have to credit Aquinas for sticking in it, the whole team for sticking in it, you know.
They didn't lose hope.
They did not. You find yourself down 6 runs, 7 runs like that, and to be able to come back, especially in the 6th and the 7th, and actually have a glimmer of hope. You know,
yeah.
We might as well have players game the whole Aquinas team.
Oh, yeah.
Why not? Why not? I'm going to do a Terry Erickson and do the whole Aquinas team on that one.
Absolutely. Got to give some credit there to Kuyak and Brandon Murfeld, for sure. Murfeld made a lot of plays out there in the outfield and at shortstop. He had that big double in the 7th inning. Walked, stole a base, came around to score in the 3rd. You know, really great game from him and for Holmen. I mean, Kevin Cable scored 3 times. I mean, it was a solid day for Cable out there at the plate. But I still got to go. I mean, Caleb Maddle had a remarkable performance on the mound. His curveball was sharp, and he was locating everything well. It was just a really great game from Caleb Maddle.
Well, that will do it here from Holmen. Our final 8-5. Holmen triumphant over Aquinas here tonight on the high school game of the week. For Dave Gasper, for Mike Min on camera, I'm Jesse Von Room. Thank you for joining us for the high school game of the week.
You've been watching the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game featured the Aquinas Blue Golds and the Holmen Vikings. Our game was brought to you by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning at 1025 Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Your comfort is their business. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Cooley region since 1929. Kirchner Custom Builders, for residential and commercial building. Call Kirchner Custom Builders. Pizza Corral, round up the family and head for Pizza Corral in Holmen. Premier Spine Health and Injury on Main Street in Holmen. Get back in the game with Premier Spine Health and Injury. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, ATV, or motorcycle, even your lawnmower. Battery Mart. And Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. Thanks for watching High School Baseball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.